Hey, I'm Pastor Fred, and on the follow through all week, we're talking about how Christianity is not just about me, right? It's not a solo thing. It's always a we type of thing. Us, together, God's people, all the images, right? Vine and branches, many branches of a tree, a body, right? Many limbs and parts of that body, all together, all there. That is the picture always, 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 right? Talking about being a people, right? We talk about it as being a household of faith, the building of God, and we're the various bricks in there, the stones, living stones, as we're called. I mean, it's everywhere. And so how do we do that? What can we do? And I'm glad you asked, because it starts with you. It starts with me. Right? It's not about us waiting for others to be kind and be loving and to get it and to be a part of it, but for us to go, you know what? Yeah, I have a real huge role to play in this. And so look at Proverbs. We're going to be in that amazing piece of wisdom literature. Proverbs 27:17, which says this, says that iron sharpens iron and one man sharpens another. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Now, I've heard this used as an excuse for being nasty. You know what I mean? And they take the image of the things grating on each other, and somebody going like, I'm going to be purposely kind of abrasive and abusive because, hey, I'm just sharpening you, man. I'm just trying, and so that's forgetting all the other things in Scripture that talk about speaking the truth in love. And being, looking out for the interests of others and trying to help others. Now, let's see what he's trying to say here. That iron does sharpen iron, right? So I am called upon, you are called upon, one man is called upon to sharpen the other. So in other words, if I know something, man, if I have a truth from Scripture, if I'm mature in my faith, I'm called to not just to stay sharp myself. I need to do that, and to be solid, right? Like a solid piece of iron, with integrity, with strength. Because without that, I can't sharpen anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have metal that's not strong, I'd watch the show where they talk. It's called Forged in Fire, where they make knives, and it's all about metalworking, and I love it, man. But every once in a while, like someone will make a knife, and it breaks. It breaks because it wasn't tempered well, it wasn't made well. Maybe they rushed something, and those are great lessons for us. There's things that we need to be looking at Scripture, knowing that we're loved by God, knowing that the truth about us, that we're sinners, truth about us, that we have sinned and we fall short of the glory of God, but He loves us, died for us. And so we're going to lean into that love, that forgiveness, and we're going to bring that to others. So if I see a brother struggling with sin, right, or if a sister is struggling, another, right, and you come alongside them, and that sharpening means that, man, they've gotten dull. Like things have beaten them up. Because knives are there to sharpen, and sharpen so they can cut, so they can do what they need to do, so that they're able to be utilized in whatever thing needs to happen, right? Cutting meat or cutting a tree down or whatever it is. And we see somebody who's been kind of rendered like useless by the world, useless by sin, and just falling and failing. We got to say, man, how can I sharpen? That's the point of this. It might be difficult, and that's the point I think that the writer of Proverbs is saying, is that when that iron goes against the other iron, there is some friction. It is difficult. It might be hard to hear. Might hurt. But it's like surgery, man, and the end of it is healing. The end of it is a sharpened person and life and faith. So let's see, like, Lord, how can I do that? Who needs my help today? Pray that God would show you that person, who that is. And again, it might not be somebody whose life is a total train wreck. It might just be something they're simply struggling with and looking to you for help. And God has put that together, put you together with that person. speak words of encouragement. Speak words and say, like, how can I sharpen them so that they are effective for God in His kingdom? All right. So you hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody, and we'll talk to you next time for another follow through.